Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Cox. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Conditions. Using his legs, it's Cox. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in passing.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They are gashing this defense.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell, they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Bruins are threatening in the red zone. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the inside. Powers through the defender. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lawson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
Turning it on. They corral it out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On the ground, it's Cox. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Got it looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. To the air, it's Sayin. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest. And you can tell I just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working that left side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Gets it to him on the screen. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Unloads it downfield. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Hauls it in. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
He's got two. Here we go. Sack.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll line up with trips to the right side on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll move the wide receiver. To throw, it's Sayin. He's got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Husky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then the defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Quick completion on the out. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all that last play.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Washington wants to go quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Caught near the sticks. It's Riley. At midfield, he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. The offense changing the play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Washington!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not. to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Quickly complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, and let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. And listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Washington right back to the line. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. looking to throw on first down. He's going to run it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Fires to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to run it to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
The Bruins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. In the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's his fourth interception of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Got a man. It's Harris. And there he goes. And he... out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Harris. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Salazar. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cox. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This drive from their own 18-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Good timing on the quick out. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
From the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see 4th down, but it's better than throwing another pick.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
He uncorks one deep, and he reels it in inside the 30. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically, the link turning it on. Turning up for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll ride the hot hand. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And some room to work. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Husky. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is...
Oh, he's got some space. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something.
And the quarterback will be slowed down back at the 43.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Throws to the wideout. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up mid-yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Finding open areas. There he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This has been a complete performance. The defense defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the UCLA offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. On the run, it's Cox. Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
And the Bruins, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Got enough for the first. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Still running at the 40. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.